Welcome back, guys. Continuing the Borderlands theme, we're going to throw you over to Cameron's WG 101 on Borderlands 2.
Hey guys, I'm Cam and this is Borderlands 2 101. In case you didn't know, Borderlands 2 is a widely popular first-person shooter that places you on Pandora, a planet infested with vicious creatures, murderous bandits, and hulking badasses that will probably kill you. You play as one of 4 character classes, each of which have a unique action skill that helps you take down the enemy. At level 5, you unlock your class ability, after which you have access to 3 skill trees that shape your character into a bona fide badass that plays with your selected style. Today, I'll be going over my 2 favorite classes. The first class I'll look at is Salvador, the Gunzerker. His action skill is Gunzerking, dual-wielding 2 of your favorite weapons and mowing down the enemy. The Gunlust skill tree increases the stats of your guns either permanently or temporarily after doing something specific. If you like your guns, this tree is the way to go. You can even get a perk that lets you gunzerk while you're in fight for your life, or automatically reloads equipped guns that you aren't currently holding. The final perk for this tree transfers excess damage from a recently killed enemy to the next one you fire at. The Rampage skill tree is all about gunzerking, and that's just it. Perks allow you to keep gunzerking until either you die or everything else dies. You can increase reload speed and damage dealt, as well as your max ammo, but some perks have a chance for you to not even use ammo when you fire, as well as add ammo back into the magazine. Who needs to reload when killing does it for you? You can also get a perk that adds time to your gunzerking when you kill someone. The final perk greatly increases your fire and reload speed depending on how long you hold down the trigger. The Brawn skill tree is all about being a tank. The perks add a wide variety of enhancements when you take damage, and you will take damage. It also increases health regen and movement speed while you're gunzerking. One of the perks, appropriately called Sexual Tyrannosaurus, makes you regenerate health when you take damage. The final perk allows you to perform a taunt by hitting the action skill button while gunzerking. By doing so, you refill all health, take reduced damage for a short time, and it causes everyone to shoot at you. Salvador is very effective with automatic weapons with high rate of fire. A build I recommend is the constant gunzerking from Rampage and the health, damage reduction, and movement speed enhancements from Brawn. By doing this, you'll be an unstoppable force of destruction. Once you start gunzerking, you will be close to invincible as you wipe out entire crowds of enemies. My all-time personal favorite class is Zero, the Number, aka the Assassin. His action skill is Deception. When activated, he sends out a hologram and turns invisible. His hologram lasts for 6 seconds. While activated, you gain increased gun damage and even more increased melee damage, depending on how many seconds you have left. If you manage to hit the enemy as the counter hits 0, you will deal a ridiculous amount of damage. The sniping skill tree is for those lovers of sniper rifles and headless bandits. The perks increase your accuracy and zoom with weapons, as well as damage and bullet speed. These abilities apply to all guns, but work best with sniper rifles. There is a perk that only applies to sniper rifles that increases reload speed, mad slice, and accuracy while shooting from the hip. The final perk is a little complex. When you cause a critical hit, you deal critical damage as well as additional damage. This might not seem like much, but this effect can stack up to 999 times. So if you manage to stack the effect up that many times, nothing will survive a hit. The Cunning skill tree is a mixture of both ranged and melee combat. It adds perks that increase reload and weapon swap speed, or damage and fire rate when shields are down. Or you could increase melee damage when you take a hit, or increase damage when you're attacking an enemy who is attacking someone else. You can invest into a perk that allows your hologram to explode when deception is over. Or you could focus on another perk that allows you to randomly fire 2 shots at once. The final perk is the ability to throw a handful of kunai that explode with different elemental effects while in deception. The Bloodshed tree is all about slicing and dicing. It adds max health, melee damage, movement speed, shield recharge, and even bonus backstab damage. You can get a perk that allows you to leap at the enemy when you melee them, closing a 3-meter distance. You can also get a perk that adds health when you stab someone to death. The final perk allows you to send out another hologram and add deception time when you kill someone while it's activated. This allows you to wipe out rooms of weaker scrubs before taking on the main threat. The Zero works well with sniper rifles, SMGs, and pistols. A build I recommend for him is combining the deception and melee damage side of Cunning with Bloodshed. This way you'll be running around softening people up with a kunai before finishing them off with a melee attack and moving to the next victim. Even if you do agree with my recommendations, this is what works best for me. Explore the skills and pick what's best for you. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you find this helpful, and happy vault hunting.
Next week on Worldwide Gaming. And before we get to your interview, Vince, your name, whoever you are, go away.
And I think that's...
What, that is a